Hello everybody, how you doing today? This is Pastor Green. So I wanted to make a quick video. I've had a lot of people that have watched my end time playlist talking about the seven years of tribulation. And it's about 2.5 hours to watch all 5 of the videos. And it only covers the 7 years of tribulation. And they've asked me to do a quick overview of what exactly the videos are about. And the videos are in great detail, talking about different things. The first video talks about the treaty to the Jews can build their temple. The second video talks about the great falling away. The third video talks about the abomination of desolation. The next video talks about the great tribulation, and then the final video talks about the rapture. So what I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to cover the first 3.5 years, kind of give you an idea of what to look for, what's going to be there, so you could understand what exactly is going to happen. So the tribulation, the 7 years of tribulation, is going to start when the Jews get the ability to build their temple. Now, I don't know if the Muslims are just going to give them the ability to build it next to the Mosque of Omar on the Temple Mount, or if something's going to happen to cause them to something like maybe a war or something like that to give them the ability to build their temple. I personally believe there's going to be World War III. All the nations of the world are going to be battling, and I think because of that, in the end, there's going to be a treaty involved, forcing the Muslims to give the Jews permission to build their temple. And the reason why I say that is because the Muslims do not want the Jews to build the temple. They don't want that at all. It would take almost a miracle for them to give them permission. So I think there's going to be some kind of war. But whatever was to happen, when the Jews get permission to build their temple on the Temple Mount next to the Mosque of Omar, that's when you start your clocks. Now, it's very possible that if you don't live in the Middle East, you're not going to know the exact time and date, whatever, of when the treaty happens. It might take us a couple days to a week for us to actually hear it on the news. But as soon as that happens, you start your clock. And then that's going to start the 7 years of tribulation. And then after that, there's a period called the Great Falling Away. Now, I think the Great Falling Away probably is caused by 2 different things. And when I say the Great Falling Away, what I mean is tens of millions of people or more are going to denounce Christianity and say that it's not true. They're no longer going to be a Christian. So what I think is going to happen is 2 things. Firstly, I personally believe in a post-trib, pre-wrath rapture, meaning that I think the Christians are going to be here through the tribulation. And I think the Bible clearly teaches this. If you watch my end time videos, you're going to see the reasons for that. But I believe that what's going to happen is once this temple treaty happens, people are going to say, now hold on, that's the beginning of the treaty, that's the beginning of the tribulation, and I'm still here, I didn't get raptured. So either A, I didn't have enough faith, I didn't believe enough, and I missed out, which might make them question their faith. Or they might say, the pastor lied to me. And I think mostly it's going to be the latter, because almost all the pastors that I know of, at least here in America, say that the rapture happens at the beginning of the tribulation. I don't believe that. The Bible clearly teaches that it's going to be a post-trib rapture. So I think a lot of people are going to say, the pastor lied to me. What else did he lie to me about? And that's going to cause people to fall away, to denounce their faith. But then also, during this time, there's going to be governments and different people that are going to hate Christians. If you remember in the Holocaust, people would turn in their brothers or sisters or neighbors. They would turn in anybody saying that they were Jews in order to get food and rations and protection. I think when the tribulation happens, Christianity is going to be outlawed. They're no longer going to want Christianity. And they're gonna get all the Christians and they're gonna put them in jail and they're gonna kill them and they're gonna do all kind of bad things to them. And it's very possible that they're gonna say, hey, if you rat out your neighbor, We'll give you some rations, we'll give you some food, we'll give you some shelter. And people are going to do that. So people are going to be afraid to be a Christian. Unless you've got a very strong foundation in Christianity, you're not going to fight for your faith. If you just have that, watered down Christianity, you're going to say, well, I just did it just to get out of hell, so I'll just denounce Christianity and then I'll be safe. So I think the people are going to feel that they're lied to, and I feel like people are also going to be scared to be a Christian because you'll be rounded up, put in jail, killed, whatever. Not to mention that you'll be forced to take a mark to buy or sell, and that mark's gonna make things very complicated to you to live your life if you don't have it. So I think that's going to be a reason that they fall away. And then after the tribulation starts, 3.5 years later, there's the abomination of desolation. Now, in the book of First and Second Maccabees, which you have to have a Catholic Bible to read that, and it's not like gospel or nothing like that, but they talk about how the king in the area, he sacrificed a pig on the altar of the church, and it made the church desolate. They had to get it all cleaned out. They had to sacrifice. They had to make it clean again, and it took, I think they said something like 1,040 days or something like that. So it's possible that the Antichrist is going to sacrifice a pig on the altar, but I personally believe it's going to be some type of AI or robot that's going to be in the temple. It says that the beast makes an image in the temple, and it causes people to worship him, or worship the image. I don't know if it's a he or she or a robot or whatever it is, but I believe there's going to be a robot, and this robot's going to force people to worship it, and that's going to be the desolation, because obviously an idol is against the rules as well. I think that the mark has something to do with that, and I'm making another video talking about this new vaccine coming out. You'll see that in a couple days. It's very scary. It's a very scary idea, but I believe that because of this vaccine or this mark, it's going to be the reason why people are forced to worship, forced to do what the image says. So it's going to start off with the treaty, or maybe I'm pretty sure it's going to be a treaty for the Jews to build their temple. And after 3.5 years, the Antichrist is going to break the treaty, and he's going to do something to the temple. It's going to cause the temple to be desolate. So anyways, guys, that's going to be the video. I just want to cover the first half of the 7-year tribulation to know what's going on. When the treaty happens, or the Jews get permission to build their temple, that's when you start your clocks. For 3.5 years, there's going to be a great falling away. People are going to fall away from their faith for multiple different reasons. In the middle of the treaty is going to be the abomination of desolation, where something happens to the temple to make it desolate. It could be a pig, it could be an image. I personally believe it's going to be an image, some kind of robot. And I'll probably talk about that at the vaccine video as well. And then I'll talk about the next 3.5 years of tribulation in another video. So anyways, guys, I want you guys to comment below. Tell me what you guys think. What do you guys feel about the first 3.5 years? And I will see you guys next time. Make sure you watch my next video. Have a great day.